Hey there, West Michigan. Hope you're having a great end to your weekend and ready for the work week ahead. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens. Thanks for watching 13 Plus. We're going to get you ready with the latest weather information as we head into what will be a quiet start to the work week, at least at first. Speaking of quiet weather, that's exactly what we had all weekend long. Here is a beautiful view of how the day got started on Sunday. This picture from Crethana in Fremont. Beautiful view there of the sun coming up through the clouds this morning. As we worked our way toward the midday and into the afternoon, Linda got this picture in Saugatuck with plenty of sunshine coming down with a little bit of wave activity out there on the lake. And then the day ended just as great as it started. Our own Bill Harold got this picture from Grand Haven. Lots of people out there enjoying the lakeshore and the sunset here this evening. Of course, if you want to send us your weather photos, you can always find me on social media. Meteorologist Michael Behrens on Facebook and at Mike Behrens WX on the X Twitter and on Instagram. When it came to the temperatures today, hit a high of 79 Grand Rapids, 80 Muskegon, and 79 in Holland. A little below average, but not by much for this time of the year. Also not much below our forecast. Told you 80, hit 79. That's going to bring the accuracy streak to 2 days in a row. We'll hope to add to that list as we head toward tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, we're expecting very similar conditions to today. That's why 13 Weather Ball is lit up in green as no change is foreseen.
The 13 Weather Ball is sponsored by LaFontaine Lincoln Grand Rapids.
And those temperatures as we head toward 11 o'clock in the evening on Sunday, we're already starting to push down into the mid-60s across the region, even as cool as 62 in Big Rapids. Comfortable dew points remain in place across the region as winds have continued to be from the north throughout the day on Sunday. This pattern continues as we head into the overnight. They'll shift to a little bit more westerly winds as we work our way in toward tomorrow, but it's not going to change the dew point much. We're going to stay with comfortable levels of humidity all the way through Tuesday before we start to creep back up Wednesday, and we're back to humid conditions as we head toward Thursday. Your day planner overnight will push temperatures down into the 50s, mostly clear, 55 the overnight low tonight. Monday up to a high of 81. Possible pop up in the afternoon, but most of us will stay dry. Tuesday looking totally dry with a little bit of haze still lingering around. There'll be some Monday as well, mostly sunny and 82 for the second day of the work week. The radar nice and quiet on Sunday evening will continue again to be that way through most of the start of this week. The small chance for that pop-up going to be driven by the rain that we have up toward the north. It's going to clip northern portions of lower Michigan and into the thumb. So let's go ahead and track that hour by hour. You can see a quiet forecast through the overnight tonight. Nothing to worry about. Mostly clear skies. We start tomorrow mostly sunny, but as we head through the afternoon, here comes that moisture up to our north and east. Again, that may trigger a pop-up shower or storm here in West Michigan as well, but those chances are pretty small, and the overwhelming majority of us stay dry as we head through Monday, but the mid portion of the state up to the north and the east side could see a little bit of rainfall through the day. As we head into Tuesday, all of us looking to stay dry, mostly sunny as we get through the day. A few clouds come through in the afternoon. You'll notice that pattern through most of this week. You've seen it this weekend as well. We'll be dry still as we head through Wednesday, with the next major chance of rain again not showing up till we get into Thursday. Here's a look at temperatures as we head through your Monday, looking for 70s, close to 80 on the lakeshore with mostly sunny skies. Those winds coming off the water around 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll be in the upper 70s, low 80s for our northern zones as well, with temperatures that'll hold around in the low 80s for Grand Rapids down to Kalamazoo. 13 on your side, 10-day outlook. Temperatures will stay in the 80s as we head through this week, warming up to the mid-80s as we head toward Wednesday and Thursday. Thursday again does bring that chance for a scattered shower or a storm. It's gone by Friday with less humid conditions in time for the Coast Guard parade on Saturday. Another quick round of rain possible though by Sunday and into Monday, ending the forecast on another dry but warmer note as temperatures push up to the mid-80s once again.
The 13 on your side beach and boating forecast, sponsored by AAC Credit Union.
And now it's time for your West Michigan beach and boating forecast. Great lakeshore weather as we head into the start of this week. If you have Monday off or you can make it toward the water in the afternoon, you'll be looking at waves that are just about a foot with plenty of sunshine to get out and enjoy. More warm water temperatures also expected as we head into the start of the week. Lake temperatures on Sunday were in the low to mid 70s all across Lake Michigan. It's been a busy weekend for the Coast Guard around Michigan, obviously with the Coast Guard Festival, but also with rescues across the region. Yesterday morning, the Coast Guard station based in Marquette rescued 5 people near Pictured Rocks. They say a crew found a boat on fire and quickly evacuated all 5 adults on board. Immediately after the evacuation, the boat became fully engulfed and was burned to the waterline. All 5 adults were transported safely with no injuries. That wasn't the only fire related to a boat rescue in Michigan recently, and these occurrences, not just here in our state, but across the country, are bringing the topic of boater safety to the top of your mind. ABC News' Alex Brachet has more.
This morning, dramatic video of a water rescue in Michigan.
It's too late. Get off the boat.
Get off the boat.
It's gonna blow.
2 people stuck on board this 21-foot Baja as it goes up in flames on West Grand Traverse Bay.
You guys want to jump out right now?
Jump out right now.
As the fire intensifies, the pair forced to make a dire decision: jump overboard.
I knew very quickly that if they did not get off the boat, they were either going to pass out from the inhalation of the smoke, the heat, or it would end up eventually exploding.
They were lucky Nathan Greenwood and his wife were boating nearby and able to come to the rescue.
It's really fortunate because within 3 seconds of them jumping off of the boat, it exploded.
That fire engulfed the boat, soon sinking it to the bottom of the bay. What happened in Michigan echoing some of the other recent trouble on the water this summer. Last week, 17-year-old Sadie Morrow was killed off Cape Cod. The boat she was in hit a jetty, sending her and 5 others into the water. And on Friday, 1 woman died and 6 people were injured when a boat crashed into a break wall and overturned near Chicago's Navy Pier. That crash happening around 3:30 in the morning.
Anybody operating a boat, you need to know your navigational hazards, know your capabilities, make sure you have life preservers on board for everybody.
According to the Coast Guard, 74% of deaths on vessels happen when the operator hasn't received boat safety instruction. And now this billion-dollar boating business means more crowded waterways this summer. An estimated 100 million Americans go boating each year. And in 2021, an estimated 1.15 million pre-owned boats were sold in the U.S.
There's way more people on the water. People need to take this more seriously and get some more training, get some more instruction.
Away from the water now, we've been seeing the impacts of the Canadian fire season throughout the summer on our air quality here in West Michigan, but the U.S. West Coast is also gearing up for an extended fire season. Brady Wakayama from our sister station King 5 in Seattle reports.
The second half is the most challenging, right?
Yes.
So we're heading into the most difficult fire months we always have. And I'll tell you, it's already been a very busy fire season.
It's not even August yet, but the state's Department of Natural Resources has already had its fair share of wildfires to respond to.
We've already had 1,000 fires to date, 80,000 acres burned.
That's Hillary Franz, the Commissioner of Public Lands, speaking with King 5 earlier this week. The Washington Fire Marshal's office also reporting an early start to fire response this year, providing a helping hand to DNR crews and local fire agencies.
Our fire season for mobilization usually starts after Father's Day. It started in May this year.
The state's fire marshal's office has already responded to 150,000 burned acres throughout the state.
The acreage is going up. It's when folks talk about climate change and global warming, and it's here.
Commissioner Franz adds her biggest concern is where some of these fires are taking place.
I think one of the things that's really concerning for us is a lot of the fires that we've had to date are on the west side of the state. We don't usually see this many fires this early on the west side.
Both agencies concerned for an extended fire season.
I expect it to be a little warmer. I expected probably we're going to see more still. And our season doesn't stop mobilization until the first week in October. So that gives you an idea where we're at.
Reporting for King 5 News, I'm Brady Wakayama.
And finally tonight, a couple of neat stories to check out. Next month, we'll have an extra special treat from our skies. Most months have 1 full moon, but August will have 2. and they're both supermoons. A supermoon happens when the moon is at its closest orbit to the Earth. The first moon will be visible on the 1st into the next day, and the second, our blue moon, will be coming at the end of the month. Both full moons are supermoons, meaning they're particularly, again, close to the Earth, and scientists say the blue moon will be the closest supermoon of the year. And here's a shot that'll blow you away. While celebrating a birthday with a fishing trip off the coast of Cape Cod, a man captured 3 humpback whales leaping from the water, near perfect synchronization. And if that wasn't amazing enough, seconds later, a young whale popped out of the water to do the same thing. The pod of whales was only about 300 yards away from the fishing boat. And finally, imagine you've had a long day at work and you want to go home and, well, take a dip in your hot tub. But then you get there and you find an unexpected visitor. There's definitely not room for the two of you. Police in Washington were called to find a peculiar trespasser. When they arrived, they found a black bear splashing around in the jacuzzi. The police let the bear relax and eventually did want a change of scenery. And rather than needing a lift out of the hot tub and out of that situation, the bear wandered off into the mountains. And now that you're up to date with the latest weather news from here in West Michigan, around the country, as well as the forecast for the week ahead, you can always find more online at 13onyourside.com or by downloading our news and weather apps. For now, though, thanks for watching 13 Plus. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens.